of Australian rugby is back on display with the Young Guards heading west for this round 2 fixture of Super Rugby Men's Under-19s. Hello and welcome to Tompkins Park, the home ground of Palmyra Rugby Club in Perth. The Western Force looking to get their season back on track as they take on the Brumbies. My name is Mick Collis. Join me in commentary as former Western Force hooker Heath Tessman. And Tess, great opportunity for these young men to be part of this competition.
For this 19s Force team just last week, and they are all shaping up. They're excited about the competition, and they're excited about putting their competitive streak, testing themselves against the best in Australia, and wearing that Marley, that Western Force jersey for the very first time, Nick.
And beautiful conditions here this afternoon. It's a beautiful ground right on the banks of the Swan River. The sun is shining, perfect conditions for rugby.
Oh, I feel like we say it every time we come down here to Tompkins Park, don't we? It's a great place for a game of rugby this afternoon, and yeah, it is shaping up, to be a cracking afternoon. Not too many clouds in the sky, the nice little cool breeze, that'll suit the Type 5 perfectly. It's going to be a great afternoon of expansive running rugby.
And another big weekend of Super Rugby Men's Under-19s, the Western Force up against the Brumbies, and then tomorrow the Waratahs up against the Reds, the Western Force. They were given a less than friendly welcome by the Waratahs last week. They went down 62-5. What do they need to do to get back today?
That was interesting, talking to their head coach as well, Damien Steele, through the week. He said they didn't need to change too much. There were plenty of positives that they got out of that game, but he didn't shirk away from the fact that 62 points, that's just an unacceptable scoreline. So he's looking for their defensive side to aim up, like to be a little bit more physical. He feels like they were a little bit rattled. They were a little bit taken aback with the size and the power that the opposition played with last week. And I mean, the great thing about Rugby Union is that, you know, the disappointment that they felt in that debut game, in that first game, for a lot of them in the Western Force jersey, they get to go straight back out this week and they try to ride it. And that team as well, that Western Force team that will be looking to get their first victory of the year. Up front, there's Kajan Arnfield, H. Hatting and Xavier Hawera, William Crew and Manai Tatana in the second row. Felix Cooper, Luke Holt-Brown and Nathaniel Gallagher make up the back row. It's a dangerous halves pairing of Tamarangi Tuanui and Brodie Mainwaring, one of the stars of the Fortescue Premier Grade competition this year. Chris Jansen and Fatani Vavaki in the centres, as well as Penny Nagao, Kate Davis on the wings, and Wallace Charlie at fullback.
Yeah, it's a good side. You talked about that 9-10 pairing will be so important this afternoon with the Force looking to get themselves back on track, and they'll have it up against them this afternoon. Brumbies, it's a good lineup. So Nate Heppy, Ewald Kruger and Lockie Smith making up the front row. Jack Gordon and Billy Hanson, the locking pair this afternoon. It's a great back row the Brumbies are running out with Cooper Eagle, Bailey Bakuo and Eli Lange, the skipper at number 8. The halves pairing Sam Watson and Chase Oates in the number 10 jersey. Dylan Breton and Riley Whitfield making up the midfield. Paddy McNally and Ed Lyons out on the wings, and Jacob Johnson is at fullback this afternoon. So the ACT, only 2 changes to the side that did defeat Queensland last week. Melbourne winger Ed Lyons, he comes into the starting side. Harvey McLean takes his spot on the bench. Paddy McNally earning his first start in the competition. And the Western Force, 3 changes for them. H. Hadding, the hooker, Fatani Tavake and winger Kay Davis coming into the starting side. And then Josh Pulu, Rowan Viscovic, Cruz Remy and Kalani Chong-Su among the new faces on the bench. And the Brumbies making their way out onto Tompkins Park here this afternoon. As we mentioned, perfect conditions, and that man on screen picking up the ball, Chase Oates, certainly one to watch this afternoon. Is a big solid number 10, tips the scales just shy of 100 kilos. Plays for the Royals in Canberra. Toowoomba Grammar is where he is from, and just one of these guys, he likes taking the ball to the line, loves the contact, and a real key player for this Brumbies outfit as the Western Force, led by their skipper, Wallace Charlie, take the field.
Charlie as well, one of the really exciting youngsters coming out of this Western Force program. He spent some time over East as well. Last year's 2024 MVP Global Youth Sevens player of the tournament last year. Made his debut as well for the Australian Sevens team this year over in LA. He is an absolute excitement machine, and I know that Damien Steele, he will be looking to get the ball into his hands at every opportunity that he can, because he can open up a team pretty quick smart.
So it will be the Brumbies kicking off. We're running from right to left on your screens. Nice to have your company this afternoon, right across the platforms, Rugby.com.au on the YouTube. Rugby Explorer and also Stan Sport. Round 2 of Super Rugby Men's Under-19s. Chase Oates sends it wide deep into the 22, taken by Gallagher. Running number 8, takes play up to the 22, runs into a wall of white. They try to keep him up. Could be a good start here by the ACT Brumbies. And the Western Force coming to try and drag it down, but the Brumbies, great start by them, Heath.
Absolutely, the perfect start there by the Brumbies. Just too physical, getting the numbers round. Big carry there from Gallagher, looking to take the ball out of his end. Just the support, getting their timing wrong, hitting that wrong side. Giving that opportunity there for the Brumbies boys to get in and around it. They held him up well. First little point score there, win. Little victory to the Brumbies.
Scrum within the first 60 seconds.
Maybe that's just what Nathaniel was doing, Nathaniel Gallagher.
Skip straight to Breton. Straightens up inside the 22. Brumbies, first attack for them. Early stages of this match. Short scamper there by the halfback, offloading. Watson there again to Kruger. Through a mountain of work last week. Now the drive comes from the Brumbies. 10 metres away from the try line. And the Western Force come away with it.
Yeah, and they return serve just as quickly. Good scrum from the Western Force, and the defence holds up nice and strong. Great little offload there from Ewald Kruger in the tackle. But I think it was just to a little unexpected. Player not quite anticipating it, and the Western Force being able to get underneath. So both teams being able to have their defence step up early and make a play. Pressure now on this Western Force outfit to exit their end cleanly, though. We know this Brumbies team, every age group Brumbies, they look strong through their set piece. That last scrum as well. They showed their arm, they showed they were nice and strong there, Mick.
So Tanui with the feet, picked up off the back by Gallagher. This time he gets it right, takes it up to the 22. Gives his back a bit of breathing space. Now it goes back to Mainwaring. He's been charged down. And the first try of the afternoon against the run of play. And Sam Watson, the halfback, straight on to Brodie Mainwaring. Gallagher gave him all the space that he needed, but Watson straight up. And the first try of the afternoon to the Brumbies.
Yeah, it was. He was just like you said, Gallagher got them over the line, but it's just a little bit scrappy here. A little bit of ball dropped, and as soon we see straight, like out of a shotgun, Sam Watson timed it to perfection. After the scrum, he sat straight back in defence. He only had eyes there for Brodie Mainwaring, and he timed it beautifully to get himself up, put that pressure on the left boot.
So Chase Oates looking to add the extras in the early stages of this match. Western Force yet to leave their 22. Oates just off centre, about 20 metres out. And he makes no mistakes. The Brumbies out to a 7-0 lead in the early stages of this match here at Tompkins Park in Perth. So not the start the Western Force would have wanted off the back of that game last week.
And it shows how critical it is for teams to exit their line well. It's something that every team has drummed into them, just being able to exit cleanly.
So Mainwaring with the restart. Eagle takes that and takes it well. Big forward pack, the Brumbies, Jack Gordon. Watson, box kick. Charlie underneath it. Dangerous player when he gets some space. Here he goes. Wallace Charlie down the short side, stepping off that right foot. Heppy making the tackle. So a good opportunity here for the Western Force. Mainwaring. Short ball to Tana. The co-captain of this side. They go wide. Mainwaring again looking for the speed. He picks up Nagau. 15 or so away from the line. Tanui's there. Hatting. Western Force on the attack. Arnfield now. This is Gallagher again, getting plenty of work in the early stages. Now they spin it wide. Bounce pass. Nagau. Wrapped up well. Mainwaring in, not at halfback now. Tanui gets there. Tatana again. Great defence by the Brumbies, holding firm at the moment. Western Force trying to break the line. Arnfield. Tanui finds a runner. Holt Brown. Western Force trying to break this line. They pick and go. Bakuo making the tackle. Still going, the leg drive is good by the Western Force. 1 metre away. Looking to equalise. Ball slow to come out. Now they go, Mainwaring. Short ball to Tatana. Still short. This time it's Crew. Brumbies defence outstanding this afternoon. Nice composed though by the Western Force. Gallagher again. Leg drive coming. Desperate defence by the Brumbies. Can they hold out? Yes, they can. Penalty though coming in favour of the Western Force, but great defence by the Brumbies.
Oh, great defence by the Brumbies. Great attack from the Western Force as well. Composure shown there by this young Force team being able to bounce back, but yeah, as mentioned, equally so, the Brumbies making everything that is thrown at them. They have to throw it back, but we mentioned Wallace Charlie in the pre-game as well. He got his hands on the ball, absolutely tore a few of those Brumbies defenders apart.
Yeah, devastating runner when he gets a little bit of space. Wallace Charlie from that Sevens program. And Penny Nagau as well, his Southern Lions teammate, just two electrifying players.
See the end of it here. That's what got them in behind. It was a good little exit there from the Brumbies early on. Had their carry or two, box kick. This Force team, they were just relentless as well. Every time they looked like they were going to break them open though, this Brumbies outfit just kept stepping up.
So Mainwaring Scoring the first points of the afternoon for the Western Force. Good to get some points after spending that little bit of time in that 22. 7-3 the score.
And that's a real mark of respect there as well for this Brumbies defensive line too. It's a gift 3, but I know they would have loved to try and go for more, but the Brumbies early on just thwarting everything thrown at them.
So Chase Oates with the restart. Puts plenty on it. Davis underneath it, almost taken on the fly there by McAnally.
Paddy McAnally, one of the great names in ACT rugby.
So that's the first line out.
A lot of moving parts, but I think it will be a scrum. I think it actually came off McAnally's hands as he went up to try and contest that ball right here in front of us, Mick. Big opportunity here for this Brumbies outfit, this Brumbies 8 to look to attack. Got the Force right on the sideline under pressure. It's a hard place to work out of.
So Tanui with the feed. Western Force want to get a better exit than their last effort, resulting in a try to Sam Watson from a charge down. Drive starting to come on now from the Western Force. Tanui comes away with it. Chris Jansen, it was Tanui there. The box kick. Chase coming through from Davis. They fly high, solid hit in the air by Tatana. So the Brumbies find themselves back on the attack. Bakuo, Watson's there. Just inside the 10. Oates offloading. Jacob Johnson it was, the fast feet of the fullback. Lockie Smith. And again, Oates. Bakuo. Ball comes loose, so in the hands of the Western Force, cleaned up by Xavier Hawira. Playing on his home deck. So Mainwaring, long ball out to Nagau, feeding the speed. Tackle needed to be made, and it was. It's been turned over, so the Brumbies now back in possession. The referee says no. A little knock on, picked up by the assistant referee.
And great to see the Force stand up there in defence as well, looking to chance their hand. Looking to get the ball wide. You mentioned it before, Mick. These outside backs for this Western Force team, give them half a chance and they can carve you up and quickly. Straight away there, Brody Mainwaring gets his hands on the turnover ball, sweeps around to the left. Gets it into looking for Wallace Charlie, looking for Penny Nuggout.
Western Force, the scrum feed. To Jansen. Again, looking for the speed. They find Kate Davis. Swung to ground there by McAnally. Tanui, short ball, Holt Brown. Solid defence. Mainwaring again throws the intercept ball, but Paddy McAnally thought he was in there, but
yeah, well read there by McAnally. That tackle just slightly slipping up there on Kate Davis before. McAnally's just shown the danger there of looking to play wide, as unfortunately the ball hasn't found touch.
Jacob Johnson does what Brody Mainwaring couldn't do, puts that ball into touch. Western Force coming away with it though, just on the 10-metre line.
The danger there of looking to play wide without earning your way forward. We mentioned just before, they're looking to get the ball into Nagau, into Davis, into Charlie's hands. They've got to earn their way. They've got to go through the front door first.
And go to the back, one well to Louis. Mainwaring. Davis rockets it into Charlie's chest. still with the force. They continue to go that short side. Nuggow showing their intentions early, the Western Force. They want to spin this ball wide. Nuggow caught. Holt Brown offloads to Charlie. Straightens it up, centre field. Brumbies claiming something, but it comes in favour of the Western Force.
Yeah, just looking in to get over the top of the ball. Had the second crack at it though. They were beaten to it first time. Still trying to keep their hands on the ball without rights, unfortunately. For this Brumbies team, they're looking strong in defence, but Western Force team starting to find some inroads in some of these wide channels. They kick to the corner, Mainwaring gives his forwards an opportunity to strike off the line out.
Yeah, great chance here for the Western Force. Looking for their first try of the afternoon. Tatana brings it down, they close around on him. Palmyra's driving. They march towards the line, they break free, and the penalty. Someone doing their good work. Pats on the back for the Brumbies players.
Just getting it just slightly wrong there. It's called that fool's goal, Mick. You feel the crease, you think you should just go straight into it, but unfortunately, Western Force caught out changing lanes. The truck trailer penalty off the back of it. Lets that pressure go for this Brumbies outfit and just marches them down the field with a penalty and a great kick to get them up near halfway.
So Kruger with the throw for the Brumbies. Gather back, well won. Oates picks up Breton. Tackled on the halfway, ball comes loose. So both sides guilty of not valuing possession. This is Gallagher now, the big number 8 for the Western Force. Down in front of the club, ball comes loose again. Nuggow cleans it up. Referee says it's okay. No, he doesn't. So penalty to the Brumbies. So neither side, Tess, able to just build some phases at the moment. Lots of short stuff going on, lots of turnovers.
Yeah, both teams really threatening to break out here. It'll be interesting to see whoever can just hold on to the ball for a few extra phases. I think is going to give himself the best opportunity to score points next. A little bit loose there from the Brumbies on their last phase players. We get a little bit loose here from Oates.
So it is in the hands of the Western Force. That ball not going out. The midfield bomb. Taken cleanly. This is Whitfield now. Under pressure. Watson. Brumbies through the hands. Langy wrapped up, offloads back to his number 10, Oates. Here we go. Just through a mountain of work, the hooker. He takes it up again, Watson, Oates. Breton. Great tackle there, on lines.
Is in out of focus, or
Brumbies through Billy Hanson. The hard-working locks of this Brumbies side. Langy again turns it back inside to Eagle. So inside the 22, Brumbies on the attack. Gordon still going. 10 away. Ball still alive. Langy straightens. Some Fossick's for it, finds it, Eagle again. Driving, they pulling back. Western Force holding firm. The pick and go by the Brumbies. Bukuo folded in half. They pick and go again. Calls for patience from the sidelines for this Brumbies pack. Centre field, looking for their second of the afternoon. They pick and go again, must be very close. They continue to try and go straight up the middle here. New Western Forces, now they come wide. Oates, what's he going to do? Holds it up, ball comes loose. Davis comes away with it. Tanui now. Watson gets him on the second grab. Referee says no. So we'll come back for the knock on. But both sides test digging deep when they need to with defence.
Absolutely huge effort there from the Western Force, just getting up off the line, putting a little bit of pressure on, forcing them to have a little look out in front. Try line was beckoning. It was Wallace Charlie there as well, just reading the situation. It looked for all money the Brumbies are going to go in. Massive effort from everyone there in that Western Force team, 1 to 15.
Western Force pack under pressure here, 5 away from their line. We've spoken about the importance of exits, the drive coming from the Brumbies to Nui. Offloading to Jansen. Running centre. Again, the charge down. 6 to go. Wallace Charlie though. Now to Nargau. What can he do? 1 fen, 2 fen. Nargau in some space. The chase comes. Takes play up to halfway. Bakuo is there. He is all over it. And he gets the penalty.
Oh, it's an exciting piece of play. It's a big call there. I don't know if Bakuo was for a moment supporting his own weight there, Mick Collis. But the pressure this Brumbies team, they're putting on this Force outfit inside their 22. We see it here, Charlie just being able to read the play, getting it out to Nagai. Being able to move it around just a little bit. He has a look up. He is laying all over Penny Nagai on the ground there. He had all rights to the ball. Needed to keep his feet though, but it's a moot point now.
But wow, we talk about the excitement of those two players. Wallace Charlie and Penny Nargau. It was fantastic to watch.
I'm sure that'll be the message from Brumbies head coach Lockie Crichton at half-time. Just you cannot switch off on the other side just because those boys are lined up on the other side of the park. Cannot switch off for a second.
Hansen wins it well. Brumbies back on the attack again. Eagle takes the short ball off Kruger. They go again. Numbers. Solid hit there. Jansen it was. Making the tackle. Bakuo. With him. Goes to ground. And the Western Force come away with it.
And a big piece of play there from Felix Cooper. Spotted the opportunity as the second man in. Got his hands on the ball, kept his hands on the ball as well. A little bit of an unheralded play there from Chris Jansen too. Centre made a big shot there on Bailey Bakuo. And he got out of there. He was caught on the other side of the ruck. He made sure he got out quickly. But it just keeps both teams just struggling to get into some rhythm, string some phases together.
Goes to back to Taylor, wins it well. This is Cooper. To Nui, the box kick. Davis on the chase. Tapped back by Gallagher. So a little bit messy. Brumbies coming away with the scrum from the knock-on of the Western Force.
Great kick chase there from Nathaniel Gallagher. Finally the Force managed to exit their end reasonably well. Scrum here just inside their half. Brumbies, they will look to strike here. Chase Oates and the rest of his back line drum up.
So Watson just inside Western Force territory. Watson with the feed. Brumbies get the penalty.
Yara just feet just a little bit too far back. He's able to drive those knees down on the hit, and in the end ends up folding. Easy read there, easy penalty there for Todd Cummins, referee.
Opportunity here for Chase Oates to chew off some metres, and that's what he does. That's a great kick there from Oates. Perfect position for this Brumbies outfit to mount another attack on this Western Force try line.
There's no better march down the field, Mick, as a forward pack when you're 5'8", whoever's kicking for the touch just puts it right in the corner. They get ready to strike.
Plenty of jumpers, plenty of options. Eagle takes it, now they bring it down. They start to drive. This is where the Brumbies are so dangerous. Kruger has it at the back like all good hookers. Just waiting for the moment to pounce. You can see him with it. Now he goes towards the line. Gallagher gets around, gets in the way of it. Davis with the clean out. Oh, the penalty try awarded. Talk me through it, Heath Testman.
Just trying to read it myself. The Brumbies obviously deemed to be in a scoring position where the Force have infringed professionally. So we just await the replay.
Didn't seem to do too much in it. We'll see it here again. You can see Kruger with it at the back.
He's got it under control. It's just mildly creeping forward just a little bit. The tail of that maul swings out. Gallagher hits the tail, which every team is going to be coached to do. Either way,
Penalty try awarded to the Brumbies. Not what the Western Force needed, but exactly welcome there by the Brumbies. So Mainwaring gets play underway again. This is Johnson, the fullback, wrapped up outside the 22. Western Force need to score some points before the break to keep themselves in this match. Plenty of time still to go. Oates with the torp, sent it deep. Mainwaring reads it well. Sent it back to Wallace Charlie. Charlie links back up. Nargau again, the speed in front of the club, wrapped up, 10-metre line, Brumbies territory. Tatana, loose pass, Crew just couldn't hold it.
Oh, they're looking to play the right way, this Western Force team, but just it's their own errors. Unfortunately, a huge effort there. It was Penny Nagau as well, working his way back, giving himself the opportunity to attack. Those are the little efforts that the coaches, they notice, they love to see. But unfortunately, strong carry there from Tatana, looking for the offload. Crew just didn't quite have the hands up.
So 14-3 is the score. First half, Brumbies against the Western Force. Super Rugby men's under 19s, round 2. Watson with the scrum feed right on the 10-metre line. Lyons comes in, Oates. Johnson, the fullback, wrapped up well by Davis. Jansen straight on that ball as well, but still with the Brumbies. Solid hit there by Holt Brown. Heppy working hard for the Brumbies. Oates, this time he goes to the sky. Charlie's underneath it. Nargau with him. What's he going to do? He's going to chance his arm. Of course he is. Wallace Charlie only knows one way. Hatting. To Nui. Fatana Tavake juggles, but manages to hang on to it. Tatana. To Nui, the box kick. The chase is on, Gallagher's there. Bounces again, Scrappy. Brumbies come away with it, chance here on the counter. Oates has got it. Johnson, the fullback, comes into play. McAnally goes himself, wrapped up well by the fullback. Ball's there. Whitfield now. Watson. This is Langy. The skipper takes it up to the 22. Brumbies right back on the attack again. Lockie Smith. They loop around Eagle. Eagle for the line, and he'll score. The Eagle has landed, and the Brumbies move out to 19 points to 3 leaders over the Western Force here this afternoon.
Oh, and just great setup play. Opportunistic from that turnover. Chase Oates summarising what's out in front of him. And then this Brumbies outfit, they just go to work. McAnally wrapped up here narrow, and it was Eagle just catching. Lazy defender, saw the inside defender falling down. Great play. He's been excellent all afternoon as well. Cooper Eagle, with every opportunity he's had, manages to get his name on the scorecard and extend this Brumbies lead.
So 19 points to 3. Oates, they don't come much easier, directly in front of the posts. He wastes no time and makes no mistake. The flags are raised. So 21 points to 3 is the score. Just over 10 minutes remaining in this first term.
We see it again there, just the finish. Well done, Cooper Eagle. Well done, this Brumbies under-19s outfit. Spotting the edge. And just being able to take every opportunity they've been given so far. That's been the big difference between these two teams this afternoon.
So Mainwaring. Brumbies again. Watson. Again, Western Force coming away with it, so good chance for them.
A couple pats on the back here. Down, they know that they need to score next. They need to score before the half to make sure they're staying within range of this Brumbies outfit. This could be their opportunity, Mick.
Yeah, a really important moment in this match for both sides. If the Brumbies can hold them out and keep this scoreline standing at 21-3, they'll go into the sheds with a lot of confidence. But likewise, the Western Force, if they can narrow that deficit, take some momentum going into the break, we'll have game on in the second half. So both sides plenty to play for in the next 10 minutes. Tanui with the feed. Mainwaring. Tanatavaki Davis on the loop. They read it well. They continue to go that short side, Jansen. Mainwaring. This is Hatting. Can the Western Force break this Brumbies line? Tatana. Mainwaring steps, had some numbers outside him. They go again, this is Crew. Gallagher for the line, puts the head down, they hold him up. Needs to get to ground, the support needs to get there. Western Force on the attack. Oh, the ball put down by Jansen. And also by Johnson on the counter. So we'll come back for the knock on. So unfortunately for the Western Force, but all credit to the Brumbies once again. Their defence rock solid this afternoon, Tess.
Absolutely rock solid D there. You can see Brody Mainwaring just starting to test this Brumbies defensive line with a few runs, and I think that's the way this under-19s Force team, they need to be playing. They need to be looking for a little bit of the offloads, getting those arms free after contact. We saw Manai Tatana do it earlier. Unfortunately, it was knocked on by William Crew, but they can't shy away from looking to get the offloads and keeping that ball alive. Because this Brumbies defensive outfit, they're not being tested, and they are standing up very well.
So inside the final 10, 21-3 the score, Brumbies. That's a solid scrum. Now they start to march the Western Force, playing with advantage. Take the penalty.
Chase Oates just saying, I'm not interested. Not interested in playing out of this end here. Let's just take that penalty. Good work.
Yeah.
Good work to the boys up front. And that just might be a little bit of inexperience there from this 19s Western Force outfit, playing a man down, so they're short in that scrum. Whether or not they need to maybe get the extra man on there just to add that little bit of extra weight. It's an easy exit there. We go from a scrum 10 metres out. The Brumbies get the penalty and a great roost downfield, 10 metres inside this Western Force half.
Yeah, you can see this Brumbies outfit, they look like they're in control of this match this afternoon. Chase Oates steering them around the park very well, chewing off a lot of metres with the boot. They go to the back. Langy wins it well. Oates. Breton keeps his feet, does well. This is where they're dangerous. The Brumbies on the attack once again. Lovely short ball. This is Kruger. Ball comes loose, picked up. Nargau, what can he do? He can find some space, that's what he can do. Oh, lovely tackle there by Breton, needed to be made. And he comes away with it as well.
Oh, great effort there from the 12. He was just getting up from his carry before me.
So the work rate of the 12, solid this afternoon. This is Gordon. So Brumbies back on the attack. Once again, the Western Force. And the ball comes loose.
On a brief reprieve there, little knock on at the back. But both teams, once again, Penny Nagau showing us what he can do, turning nothing into something and quickly. But a huge effort there, a huge double effort as well. Dylan Breton, strong carry that first phase. And then straight away back into it, great tackle. Hands are free. Good turnover from the 12.
So 5.5 remaining in the term. 21-3 is the score. Western Force this time. Brumbies pack will fancy themselves. And they get the penalty. So the Brumbies pack starting to dominate here at Tompkins Park.
Yeah, they're just dictating terms there off that set. And they're obviously Todd Cummins, rightly so, seeing that they're dominant, seeing that they're painting a better picture there. The pressure stays on this Western Force outfit as the breeze starts to pick up a little bit as well, and it's favouring the Brumbies, running from right to left on the screen.
So Kruger with the throw. Plenty of options in this Brumbies pack. They eventually go to Gordon. He brings it down. They converge on him. Now they come away with it. Little loose pass. Breton. They drive him back. Good defence by the Force. Breton lays it back now. They recharge and go again through Langy. Tatana making the tackle. Holt Brown tries to clean out and does. Gallagher comes away with it. The number 8. Breton straight on that ball again, and he comes away with it, but the penalty.
Oh, huge effort there. Luke Holt Brown driving straight through. The Brumbies players almost stepping out of his way, trying to wait for the penalty to come there from Cummins, but referee Cummings, rightly so, makes the call, and then unfortunately this time Dylan Breton didn't get it quite right, just not quite through the gate. Here as we see the pick up and carry from Gallagher.
He's been good this afternoon, the number 8 for the Western Force. Waring finds touch.
Just coming off the back of that tackle as well. Nathaniel Gallagher just looks a little bit ginger. Gets up, he's ready to truck on.
Western Force need to get it right. Right on halfway. Shadows of half time. Western Force looking for their first try of the afternoon. Need to get themselves back in this match. Tatana leaves it behind. Langy comes away with it. Offloads to Smith. Then on to Kruger. So little mistakes being punished here by the Brumbies. Oates juggles. Brumbies taking play up to the 22. Watson's there again, now to Oates. Looks it behind Kruger, offloading into his fullback Johnson, sandwiched between Charlie and Jansen. Inside the 22, the Brumbies are. Here they go again, Eagle. Runs for the space, they wrap him up. Watson's there. Langy again. Langy still going, and the penalty. So referee, I think, must have said he was held.
Yeah, clearly held there, but it was great. Great little build-up there from this Brumbies outfit. Just so well drilled. Such a great job of finding that space. Putting players in the right parts of the field to really test this Western Force outfit.
So Western Force, another line out. Need to execute.
They need to give themselves a chance with the ball in hand here, Mick. Need to look to play.
Gallagher wins it well. Tanui comes away with it. This is Cooper. Short ball to Jansen. Mainwaring. This is Holt-Brown. Tanui's there. Mainwaring again. Crew. Bakuo, he's there. Can't turn it over. Stays with the Force. This is Charlie. Goes to the sky. Davis chasing. McAnally. Ball comes loose. Oates picks it up. Knock on wood it'll be. And that will be half-time here at Tompkins Park. And at the end of the first 40, it is the Brumbies leading by 21 points to 3.
This party just got a whole lot better. Our family legacy is this ranch.
This is just the tip of a very, very big iceberg.
I don't know how I got here.
You have no idea what these people are capable of.
It is in the jungle.
I knew this day would come.
Absolutely sensational.
Families divided. Friends become enemies. Saturday night, you're a red or you're a blue. It's the match that matters to millions. In magnificent 4K Ultra. Liverpool, Everton.
Look at what this means.
Primetime Premier League.
The goal of mighty meaning for Everton.
Live and exclusive, Stan Sport.
Wow.
Poisonous mushrooms have killed 3 people at a lunch with friends.
Local woman, Erin Patterson,
Has been arrested.
At the trial, the jury saw one version of the truth. We found another.
There's more to this story than meets the eye.
Who's behind it?
Stuff does get buried.
In the court, everyone's going crazy.
The whole thing's imploded.
what is the motive?
There's all these rumors.
Worldwide fascination. The story is yet to be told.
Special moment it could be.
From the global phenomenon comes the next chapter.
I'm Brian Fraser.
If my brothers hear the slightest whisper of a Fraser, they'll kill him. I'll find a way out. I swear it.
What if you never find her?
I will. Experience the origin story that shaped a generation. Outlander, Blood of My Blood. Stream now only on Stan.
Ferguson smashes in. Double rainbows. Lots of Kopecky.
This is a big case. We're going against the biggest firm in the state.
Are you going to be loyal to this firm?
You need to drop this case.
Or what?
Mr. Baird, I look forward to some more friendly sparring.
This isn't a negligence suit. It's murder. Question is, how high up does it go?
If you want to screw the people who screwed our client, what are you willing to do to be a rainmaker?
The Rainmaker. Stream now only on Stan.
Welcome back to Tompkins Park in Perth, Western Australia. It is round 2 of Super Rugby Men's Under-19. Mick Collison, Heath Testman with you in commentary. And if you are just joining us, it is the Brumbies leading by 21 points to 3 at half-time. And Tess, they got away to an absolute fly, the Brumbies.
Oh, they absolutely did early on, and it was off the back of a little error here from the Western Force, just at the back. Little drop ball, slowed down the release, but it was well read by Sam Watson. Scrum half just firing out there to put the pressure on. Immediately, though, the Force are able to strike back through a penalty to Brodie Mainwaring, but it was the back of another Brumbies maul. Who would have thought a Brumbies maul would be earning a try this afternoon? It's what they're known for, this Brumbies outfit, and they showed the drill, they showed the patience here. And unfortunately, an infringement from the side from this Western Force outfit brought around a penalty try. So straight under the post, no conversion required, and that put them up by 14 points to 3.
Yeah, Kruger thought he was going to get over the line, but Gallagher, I think it must have been Gallagher getting penalised. I'm not actually sure what it was.
Yeah, but it was Felix Cooper in the end that spent some time in the bin. So, but then off the back of that as well, just some well-read play there. Chase Oates having his hand in it to get the Brumbies outfit down into the right part of the field. Loose ball off the kick as they come through, and it was Cooper Eagle dotting the try down.
Yeah, you just saw the gap it opened up for him. So at half-time, as we mentioned, 21 points to 3 is the score. Eagle and Watson with the tries for the Brumbies. Oates 2 from 2 off the tee, and Mainwaring the single penalty goal for the Western Force. So 21 points to 3 is the score. All the action of the second half not far away.
Let's ride.
Go through the phase to get where we pray. We champion made, ain't nothing I changed. The streets that we paved, they gone for race. Nobody can hate on the road that I played. When everything's settled, let's see who remains from.
Let's ride.
Go through the phase to get where we pray. We champion made, ain't nothing I changed. The streets that we paved, they come off the race. Nobody can hate on the role that I played. When everything's settled, let's see who remains. From
So half-time here at Tompkins Park, Super Rugby Men's Under-19s. The Brumbies and the Western Force. The Brumbies in the lead by 21 points to 3. Tess, what do the Western Force need to do to get back into this match?
I think first and foremost, they just need to string some phases together, but they need to chance their hand a little bit more as well. They've looked good through their collisions, but you can't take a Brumbies team on at their own game. The Brumbies outfits, they're always so well drilled. They keep their line, they keep their spacing in defence so well, so they need to start looking at a few little offloads. And we saw Mamaya Tatana, we saw Brody Mainwaring looking to straighten that ball up, because if they don't adjust this defensive line in front of them, it's not going to leave any space for the likes of Wallace Charlie, for the likes of Penny Nagau out wide. So it's just chancing their hand a little bit. The Brumbies, they just need to keep doing what they're doing. They're absorbing everything this Western Force team is throwing at them. They're being smart with when they want to strike, smart with when they really want to play fast and hard, but also knowing when to just kind of boot the ball out of their own end as well. As we mentioned, Chase Oates, he's had a great first half. He's underplayed his hand, but his decision-making has been spot on, Mick.
So how important is it for the Western Force to score first in this match?
I mean, we said it in the first half, didn't we, that they really need to be the next ones to score. Unfortunately, they weren't, but it's getting to that point in time. Everything's coming up in their favour. This wind has picked up notably for this second half, so they'll be able to play a lot less out of their own half. They'll be able to rely on the breeze to take that ball downfield. That'll favour the lights of Jansen, Mainwaring, Wallace Charlie as well, as they look to clear the Force from their own end. Just being smart. They don't need to chase the game just yet. They just need to build and score next. They're back underway off the boot of Mainwaring, fielded there by McAnally.
Just outside the 22. Using their big bodies again. This is Gordon.
Just a little lazy high tackle there. Just gifting this Brumbies outfit an easy way out of their own end.
Chase Oates again. Not going to go out. Davis takes it. Sends it back. Mainwaring now centre field. With the breeze behind him, he goes to the sky. Oates is underneath it just outside his 22. Takes it cleanly. Sends it back to his fullback, Johnson. This is McAnally. Smith. Western Force try to hold him up. Ball comes loose. Now back to Oates. He goes to the sky. They fly high over the top of him. It's been picked up by Lions. Got a little knock on.
Both teams just feeling each other out, testing each other under that high ball. Oates recognising that breeze is going to wreak a little bit of havoc. We see it hold up that ball there. Gives us the opportunity, the first scrum of the half though, Mick. As we see as well, Felix Cooper, blindside flanker from Associates here in WA. He's succumbed to an injury. He's been replaced by Rowan Viskovic on the side of the scrum.
Big drive coming from the Brumbies. And they get the penalty as they steamroll across. exactly the start they wanted.
Oh, and that's just this Brumbies 8 wanting it more, scrumming for longer than their opponents. Hit was good, the hit was strong. You could see both teams just driving down into it, but the Brumbies outfit just too dominant here at scrum time. Not sure what the message will be there. Manai Tatana coming out as co-captain just to listen to what the feedback's going to be there for Xavier Hawera. This Force outfit, they just need to stay in the fight, need to scrum for longer.
Boats. Takes play just outside the 22.
You see the replay as well. Great scrum from that Brumbies outfit, giving them the opportunity, earning them the opportunity for an attacking line out.
They go to the back. Lange wins it well. Straight on to Eagle. Terrific tackle. Viskovic it was, and they get the penalty. The Western Force, they're up and about.
Oh, no, what about the first impact, the first involvement for the new boy, Rowan Viskovic? Absolutely chopping the Brumbies ball carrier down, and then the opportunity as well. Off the back of it, bang, straight down, giving H. Hatting a chance. The ball lands at his feet. And that has brought a little bit of energy into this Western Force outfit. It's brought the crowd into it as well.
Yeah, little lifts that these teams need. Let's see how the Western Force can run off it. They've got their tails in the air at the moment. Hatting with the throw. They go to the back. Crew takes it cleanly to Nui. Now to Mainwaring. Offloading. Viskovic. Master stroke. Mainwaring. This is Nargau. Unfortunately, Viskovic down. Looks like an ankle injury. Talk about an immediate impact, but he's looking ginger at best at the moment. They push him out of the way. He didn't put their hand up, so a bit of a shame for him. Western Force, though, we continue with play. Hawera. Thrown to ground, rolls away to Nui. Mainwaring straightens himself. Can't beat the tackle of Gordon. Hawera. Wind starting to pick up here at Tompkins Park at the Western Force's back to Nui. This is Jansen. Charlie offloading to Davis. Cuts Crew to Mainwaring. Cooper over the top. Mainwaring again, looking for a runner. The solid work there of Jansen. Bounces off one. Nice clean out coming from Cooper. In fact, it was Gallagher. Mainwaring again. This time he goes. Can't beat the tackle. Offloading to Hatting. This is better from the Western Force. Looking for their first try of the afternoon. Holt Brown straightens up. Need to stay composed. Western Force continuing to attack. The Brumbies defending gallantly here at Tompkins Park. Arnfield. They try to hold him up. He gets to ground. Tanui goes himself, lays it back. 5 away. Western Force. Can they crack this Brumbies defence? Ball slow to come out. Now it goes. This is Charlie. They wrap him up. Ball still with the Western Force. Desperate to score. Looking for their first of the afternoon. Get them spells back in this match. Viskovic back up on his feet. This is Cooper. Mainwaring just wrapped up, 1 metre away. Western Force, Gallagher for the line. They drive him back again. Outstanding defence by the Brumbies. Western Force, again they go. Hatting. Holt Brown for the line, and he gets there. It's the try they needed. Great composure, great patience by the Western Force. And finally that right white wall cracks.
Absolutely, in the P word, patience. They stayed strong, they stayed patient though as well. They went into their shells just a little bit, but it was the interplay earlier on. We see Brodie Mainwaring taking it to the line. We saw Chris Jansen breaking tackles, the inside centre from the Force. He's been excellent this afternoon. Heroic stuff there from Viskovic as well. He's got a cast on his ankle. He still hasn't made his way back over halfway. We see them flooding around. They look like they were going to take the width. Luke Holt-Brown just keeping the attack direct and finding the space in that lateral moving Brumbies defence, Mick.
So ball dropping off the tee. So another change. So Viskovic being replaced by Xavier Va'aulu as Mainwaring adds the extras. So 21 points to 10 is the score here. Early stages of this first half. An important try though for the Western Force. So Va'aulu on replacing Rowan Viskovic. Gave the Western Force a real lift. In the 5 minutes he was on the field, made a great tackle, made a great run. Unfortunately though, off with an ankle injury. And Oates sends that ball up, it'll hold up in the wind. Tanui leaves it behind, so they hand it back to the Brumbies. The little mistakes by the Western Force.
Yeah, just unfortunate. You can see just starting to move before the ball's in his hands. Just inviting this Brumbies outfit back into attack, especially with how lethal their scrum has been this afternoon. This will be a big opportunity for them. They will look to attack here. Whether through the scrum, Chase Oates, Jacob Johnson lining up out the back of the scrum. Two back split either side.
Yeah, Whitfield on the commentary side with Lions. Chase Oates directly behind the number 8. Johnson up from fullback as well. So plenty of options here for the Brumbies. Watson has it. The forwards driving it. Western Force trying to hold it. Now it comes off the back. Watson switches. Oates now offloading. Oh, the Brumbies make it look too easy. And Dylan Britton it will be to dot it down. A perfect reply there by the Brumbies. And they move further ahead here at Tompkins Park. Now out by 26 points to 10.
Yeah, and it looked like they almost got it wrong. And the noises from the bench down here as well sound like they did. Watson goes, they come right. Oates goes back to the left, but the read there from Watson, it's just enough to catch out William Crew. He's gone to the blindside flanker role now. But enough there for Dylan Breton. Plenty of work for the inside centre to do as well. Cutting back in, dotting it down underneath the sticks, making the kick for Oates nice and easy.
So Oates raises the flags, so the Brumbies out now by 28 points to 10. 5 minutes gone in the second half.
It shows the importance as well. I think we touch on it. Sound like a broken record sometimes, Mick, but the importance of being able to get out of your own end after you score points.
A couple of replacements on for the Brumbies. Looks like a couple of new front rowers. As Johnson takes this ball inside his 22, looking for the safety of the touchline. Margale plays on quickly. Tanui to Mainwaring. Straightens, looks for some support. Caught centre field. Western Force need to get themselves back in this match. Tatana takes the tackle. Some of the replacements. Western Force again using the width. Mainwaring. Hatting takes the tackle. This is Charlie. Wallace-Charlie straightens. Cooper Eagle makes the tackle, wraps up the fullback to Tana. This time Crew. Mainwaring holds it up, Holt Brown. Holt Brown still going. Holt Brown, the number 7, storming run down the short side. Western Force, opportunity for them. Crew takes the tackle. They're 5 away. To Tana. Can't beat the tackle of Hansen. Options either side. Western Force release goes again. They hold him up.
Oh, great vision there, though, was Luke Holt-Brown just carrying it hard. Mainwaring playing through that front door. They need to keep playing those direct runners. That's where the pay is. That's where they can open the game up, out the back. Brumbies defense scrambling brilliantly, though. And just forcing that slow ball. Making the force. Reset. Restart. Unfortunately, Gallagher, I think it's just a cramp, hopefully, underneath the sticks.
Had the right idea, mate was tackled, released the ball and went again, but the Brumbies equal to it.
As well, Lockie Crichton just taking the opportunity to get a few more fresh legs on. So it was, as you said before, a couple new bookends there, Josiah Seeger and Brad Patmore on the field, but as well as Thomas Alogia, Charlie Baker and Xander Ward making their way out onto the park for this Brumbies team. Bailey Bakuo, one of the men who's been replaced as well. He's been excellent this afternoon, the open side flanker.
So Chase Oates to get things underway, kicking into a breeze. So a chance here for the Western Force to continue to apply some pressure. The ball will hold up in the breeze. Jansen takes it. So at the 22, Western Force, Mainwaring, Crew. Mainwaring again. This is Holt Brown, he's been good. Got that Carlo Tizzano build and style of rugby. So at the 22, to Tana. Mainwaring again, Holt Brown getting through a mountain of work this afternoon. In fact, it was Gallagher. Jansen. Referee playing advantage here, so Western Force. This is Charlie.
Baker, Charlie Baker, the new man on the park, not falling for anything that Wallace-Charlie's throwing up. Coming back. Penalty there. Force looking good with ball in hand. They need to keep backing themselves here, though. Need to look to keep attacking. They can't go into their shell.
So Mainwaring takes play 5 metres away, so a line-out opportunity here for the Western Force. The Brumbies got a penalty try in the first half from a similar position on the other side of the field. Chance here for the Western Force. Va'auli gives them another option as a jumper. That's who they go to. Wins it well. So the Western Force rumbling, but they get the penalty, goes in favour of the Brumbies.
I think it's a fair call. I think they were lucky to get away with the first setup of them all there. Everyone coming through, looking to open up that outside channel. And that's what referee Cummins has called them for. They need to look to stay square in that situation. They need to look to stay in on that right shoulder.
Ball not out. Davis plays on quickly. This is Jansen offloading to Mainwaring. Nargau takes the tackle. Tatana having a good captain's knock this afternoon. Jansen out to Charlie, a long ball out to Davis. Ball comes loose, Chase Oates comes away with it. That'll be in favour of the Western Force.
Yeah, a little bit unsighted there, but it's come away for a scrum to the Western Force. But you mentioned it right now there as Mick as well, Mick Tatana. He's been immense this afternoon. The young Rudog. There was a little kick there from Kate Davis, looking to get the ball in behind. Just dropped there by Chase Oates.
Chase Oates, he had Wallace Charlie on his tail. I'd probably back Charlie to run him down, but would have been a good foot race.
He's got to bring him down when he gets to him. The size of Chase Oates. He looks like Andre Esterhuizen there, the big Springbok inside centre. He's got bigger quads in the back line. He's covering half the forward pack as well, I think, Mick. Chase Oates.
So the Force, they need to hold firm. They get the ball out quickly. Mainwaring, loose pass, does well with it. This is Wallace, that man. Wallace Charlie, I should say, to Nui. Mainwaring straightens, just couldn't offload. Tanui was there wanting it. Referee plays advantage once again. This is Crew. On the 22, they come the commentary side. Gallagher, little chip through for the number 8. Ball still bouncing. They'll come back for the penalty.
Oh, and how much better does this Western Force outfit look when Brodie Mainwaring's taking the ball to the line? Been guilty of just the attack just being a little bit too lateral at times, but whenever he takes that first step forward and he looks to challenge the line, keep those tiring forwards from the Brumbies outfit, keeping them honest, just straightens up the whole attack. He's deceptively strong, the young 10. Other Rudog as well, coming off the back of an MVP game over here in the Fortescue Premier Grade competition.
Yeah, real breakthrough year for Brodie Mainwaring, the number 10 for the Western Force, as they attack this Brumbies line once again. Again, they go to the back. Va'auli leaves it behind. Ball comes loose, picked up by Jansen. So Western Force still with it, not exactly how they wanted it. This is Hatting. To Nui, to Gallagher. Wasn't quite expecting it, but does well with it. Arnfield. They go wide again, Mainwaring. Charlie takes the tackle. Western Force trying to create something. Hawira. They go again, Va'auli. Jansen trucks it up once more. Gallagher, they almost fold him in half. Defence of the Brumbies has been so good this afternoon. Hatting. Gallagher turns it back inside. Holt Brown looking for number 2. Just short. They come the short side. Jansen. And he gets there. Good reward for the number 12.
Absolutely, he's been great for the Western Force so far this afternoon. Strong running inside centre, he's been good both sides of the ball as well. There's a great little heads-up play there. Holt Brown just caught short after the inside ball. They look to set up on the inside, but Jansen overrules the call, sees the opportunity down the short side. The help of H. Hatting just stretching that D, dives over the line. Brings this Western Force outfit back within 13 points, 28 points to 15, Mick.
Yeah, it gives them a sniff, doesn't it? The score was starting to blow out, but now back within a couple of converted tries. 28-15 with a kick to come. We're in the box seat here, riding it with Brodie Mainwaring just outside the 22, 5 in from the touchline. And it off and in, they all count.
I was about to say it was the absolute perfect nut for the breeze to just curl it back through. The breeze died as soon as it hit the boot. The classic kicker's curse, but hey, it was perfect either way because it went through the sticks as we see Chris Jansen diving over the line again there now. For the Force, they need to exit their line. They need to get out of here cleanly. Rely on the boot, rely on the breeze to get them down the other end of the park.
28-17 is the score. The Brumbies responded so well after the last Western Force try. What can they do here? Dylan Breton takes it cleanly. An Aussie rules mark here at Tompkins Park. So the Brumbies straight back on the attack. Oates again looking to go wide, and they do. McAnally. Plenty of new faces out there for the Brumbies, the fresh legs. Outside the 22, Oates again just continues to steer this ship. Breton been good for the Brumbies. Try and pick up the replacements. They've had a few have come on. So Brumbies on the attack. Nartai, I think, might be the halfback on for Watson. So Nartai offloading. Langy, Oates, spots Ward. Ward for the corner. Xander Ward. He may have been Jansen. What has he done? Has he held him up? I think he has.
Oh, that's
extraordinary.
A fantastic tackle. The new man, Xander Ward, he looked in for all money here. They find the space, Nugget beaten on the outside. The right foot comes in, bounces off, straight into Chris Jansen.
It was
An immense effort there.
Like the WWF, the body slam.
Oh, it was the tag team, was it?
From Chris Jansen off the turnbuckle, straight over the top, smothers that ball. But the Brumbies, so dangerous, as we talked about, their ability to respond, going desperately close there. Awkward kick there from Mainwaring, but it will find touch.
Right, the old Doosra coming off the boot there, as we touched on. Marley Nartai, Harvey McLean, Xander Ward, Will Hodge, all on the park for the Brumbies now. As we can see, Josh Pulu making his way onto the park as well. Kalani Chong-Su, he's also made his way out there on the wing for Cade Davis.
Harvey McLean at fullback for the Brumbies. Xander Ward, as we mentioned, on the wing. So plenty of fresh legs out here this afternoon. The Brumbies back on the attack. Eagle looking to make amends for the disallowed try. Oates just holds it up beautifully for Breton. Midfield's there as well. Crew making the tackle for the Western Force. Oates, here they go. Ward, oh, can't get it right again. Puts it down. Xander Ward. Harvey McLean it was, offloading that ball, but as we see it here again on the replay, just holding it up, and Xander Ward unfortunately just not able to get the mitts on the ball.
They're starting to cause some trouble down this short channel. This Brumbies outfit catching for Tani Tavake, and Nagau just a little bit narrow, and twice now.
Tatana wins it well. Jansen been solid this afternoon. It comes back to Mainwaring, uses the breeze. Xander Ward underneath it. And right in front of the Western Force faithful here at Tompkins Park. That breeze, it's tricky. It's coming in gusts at the moment, so it's hard to judge.
That was a tough one to take. Xander Ward, his teammates get around him though, they know 99 times out of 100 he catches that, but as you mentioned, Mick, that breeze just makes it just a little bit tricky. I think his forwards are thanking him because they get the opportunity to scrum now as well. So we see Josh Pooler, the new loose head on the park. He's got to jump in straight into the cold face. Pulu, Hating, Arnfield, Hawira, a tight head. Big ask.
Pooler from the Bayswater Club. Western Force, they get the scrum and they march the Brumbies back as well. Jansen, Main wearing a long ball out. It's gone too far. The chase is coming through here. McLean couldn't pick it up cleanly. Western Force luckily to come away with it off the back of that good scrum. A loose pass. Mainwaring again onto Pulu. They drive him back midfield. The front rowers meeting midfield. Fa'auli. Mainwaring goes to the sky. Xander Ward underneath it. This time he takes it cleanly. Nargow makes the tackle. Nartai. This is Patmore. One of the new front rowers on for the Brumbies. Whitfield offloading. Brumbies up towards halfway. Whitfield. Whitfield through the gap. Looking for some support. He finds it. Oh, great tackle from behind. Kalani Chongsu it was. The front row now coming into action. The Brumbies right back on the attack. Oates, he's got plenty of numbers outside him. And finally they get there, and it will be Riley Whitfield to dot it down. It was just a case of too many numbers for the Brumbies. They realign well and give themselves that little bit of breathing space, just as it looked like the Western Force were coming back into this match. 33 points to 17 is the score.
Oh, it's been the impact off the bench as well, but it's the man that started the match in 13, Riley Whitfield, spotting some tired forwards in front and just exposing them. And then it was, as you mentioned, Mick, just sheer numbers, support, the energy off the bench from this Brumbies outfit, support the numbers around the ball. There's a big difference there. You can see, especially off the back of they had the strong scrum before the force, but the scrappy ball, you could see the Brumbies outside backs looking to swarm.
So 33 points to 17. We'll ride this with Chase Oates. Straight between the posts. So the Brumbies under-19s now out by 35 points to 17. As we said, just again on the replay. The final stages of that interchange of passing. And Riley Whitfield, the beneficiary. It's Brumbies under-90s first taste of international of representative rugby, and making a good fist of it too. Eagle leaves it behind. Harvey McLean does well. Off balance, sending that ball to the crowd in front of the clubhouse here at Tompkins Park, the home of Palmyra. Defeated in the grand final in the Fortescue Premier Grade this year.
That's a great exit. I mean, we've just... Marley Nartai getting them up to halfway. Scrappy off the kick. As the Force, they look to attack.
Tatana wins it well. Jansen. Wearing again for the sky. McLean. So the ball taken back from outside the 22. So Marley Nartai it was.
It was a great chase there. Penny Nagao as well. Kick just kept getting taken further and further back. I think probably went a little bit further than Mainwaring would have liked it to. The kick's only as good as it's chased Mick. Nagao makes it good.
Force, they go to the back, they overcook it again. Jansen getting through a mountain of work. The number 12 for the Western Force, being one of their best this afternoon. As is this man, Holt Brown. Cruz Remy at halfback. Remy to Tana. Remy again, they continue to come. Mainwaring, Jansen, quick hands, Nagao, what can he do? He hasn't got a lot of space to work in. Ward making the tackle. Gallagher straightens back into traffic. Offloads. Loose carry, and the Brumbies come away with it. Josiah Seeger takes play up to the 22. Pulu making the tackle. Oates. All the composure of the number 10, doesn't panic and takes play just shy of halfway.
We watch this Western Force outfit. They're getting back, looking to try and attack again. Starting to look a little bit tired here. All the attack for no reward. Once again, unfortunately, Brumbies outfit just thwarting it again.
So another replacement, Sonny Carney on for the Western Force. Looks like Fatani Tavake has been replaced.
I think that breeze is just breeze as well when it's paired up with some fatiguing bodies. Western Force with the opportunity now with the scrum. Right, 15 metres in, right on halfway.
So inside the final 10 minutes of this match, Brumbies in control as they have been for most of this game. Western Force threatened on a couple of stages to get themselves back into it, but the class of the Brumbies responded in the very best way. So Remy has a scamper himself. Jansen holds it up for Nagao, doesn't get unloaded though. Mainwaring. Western Force have really struggled to get through this Brumbies defensive line. It's been very solid this afternoon. Not many clean breaks, and the Western Force get the penalty.
Interesting here, just waiting to hear what the comms are. Over the top, it was Jack Gordon. He thought he was clean at first. Other players on the deck in and around the ruck. I mean, he's ineligible to play for the ball. What's unfortunate for him is fortunate for the Force. As you're about to say, Mick, and Mainwaring.
He does well, takes play just about 10 metres or so away from the line.
They need to get it right here at line-out time. Don't need to be fancy. They need to win the ball. They need to give themselves the opportunity to attack right now, this Western Force team.
They go to the back. It's sloppy, but it's still with the Western Force. Jansen has crew outside him, doesn't need him, goes to ground. Remy looking for a runner, goes himself 5 metres away. Little scamper by the halfback. Whitfield does well. There was a couple of hands on that ball. Whitfield was one of the first there, but I think it might have been...
I think it was Dylan Brayton, inside centre.
His centre partner. They've been good 12-13 this afternoon for the Brumbies.
Yeah, they've really stood tall when it's been required of them. Bruce Remy just spotted that little space around the edge. Had to take it, but he needed the support with him as well. As we see Billy Kristovich and Lachlan Cook coming onto the field as well for Xavier Hawera and H. Hatting.
So Will Hodge for the Brums. They go to the back, Langy wins it well. High kick, it'll go into the breeze. It won't go too far down the park.
Yeah, it was Josh Pulu as well, the prop, putting his hand up, I think inspired by James Slipper taking the mark last week. Pulu looking to fly high.
So Seager just giving Hodge some words of wisdom. Drop it to the back. It's loose, but it comes away for the Brumbies. This is Breton again. Both centres this afternoon getting through a mountain of work. Hodge straightens. Oates rifles it out to that front of the club side here at Tompkins Park. Nartai finally gets his hands on it. Hodge again. Nartai to Oates. This is Eagle. The loose look away pass. Breton picks it up, lays it back. Nartai again to Oates. The defence converges on this Brumbies attack. They continue to go. Oates this time drops it on the toe. Remy gets in the way of it. Western Force will come away with it. Remy sends it back to Wallace Charlie. Wallace Charlie looking for the 50-22. He's not going to find it. And the Brumbies, they bring it back, take play up to the 10-metre line. Nartai. Using the fresh legs of the front rowers. As Oates, again, it'll hold up. Mainwaring's there. Takes it cleanly. Whitfield makes the tackle. Western Force through Cook. Charlie. Can't break through. Remy's there. Cook again. Mainwaring. Caught by Seager. Awkward, but taken. As Oates tries to get the Brumbies out of harm's way, and he does. Back inside Western Force territory, they play on quickly. This is Wallace Charlie now. This is where he's dangerous when he's got some space. Goes to the safety of the boot. Brumbies clean it up. No pressure. Time on their side as that ball gets sent into touch. Time almost up here at Tompkins Park. In fact, time is up here at Tompkins Park. The referee says that will do. So at the end of this first match in round 2 of Super Rugby Men's Under-19s, it was the Brumbies defeating the Western Force by 35 points to 17. And Tess, the Brumbies never really troubled by the Western Force. They were in control from the start with that try against the run of play, and they were just able to respond every time the Western Force threw something at them.
Yeah, I think they handled it really well, this Brumbies outfit. They, two opportunistic tries early on just gave them that buffer, but as you said, they looked in control. Plenty to like about both outfits, though. The Western Force team, plenty of attacking prowess there, 17 points scored. You can see the potential that this young outfit has as well, but as you mentioned, yeah, this Brumbies outfit just too well drilled, too classy this afternoon. Driven around well by Chase Oates, Sam Watson for a big part of that game. And the victory, 35 points to 17. Probably fair result, a fair reflection of the match, Mick.
And just looking at some of the second half highlights here, the Western Force, they needed to score first, and they did to open the second half. Luke Holt-Brown it was, he had a great game, but the Brumbies, as they did all match, every time that the Western Force scored, the Brumbies were able to respond. We talk about scoreboard pressure. The Western Force just unable to apply any on the Brumbies this afternoon. They were just too good.
Yeah, we can see just a little bit of fatigue setting in with a few of those Western Force players in the back half of the game. A couple of early injuries. Some of their forwards probably changed the way that they needed to attack.
Chris Jansen crossing here. He was very good this afternoon for the Western Force, getting through a mountain of work.
He was tireless for them. He put his hand up, and the final try for the afternoon is where we see it was Riley Whitfield on that far side.
Yeah, he started it and finished it. Made a nice break from midfield, and that wrapped it up. So full time here, and it is the Brumbies 35 points to 17 for the Brumbies. Eagle, Watson, Breton and Whitfield scoring the tries. Oates 4 from 4 off the tee for the Western Force. Holt, Brown and Jansen the try scorers. Mainwaring 2 from 2 with the conversions and the solitary penalty goal. So that's about wraps things up here from Tompkins Park for the time being, and it was the Brumbies defeating the Western Force in Super Rugby Men's Under-19s by 35 points to 17. The game to follow will be the Waratahs up against the Reds later on this weekend. So 35 points to 17, the Brumbies, they maintain their winning record in this competition, defeating the Western Force by 35 points to 17. My name is Mick Collis on behalf of Heath Testman and all the crew. Thanks for your company, but make sure you do stick around because all the action from the Brumbies Force match in Super Rugby Odds is not far away.